everyone. Welcome back to Better You, Better World, where we know that God took his time to create us. Thank you for being here. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back and thank you for continuing this journey with me. So, today we are going to be talking about greed, guiding our heart against greed. So the scripture we're going to focus on today is Luke 12:15, and it said, watch out. It's a warning. Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possession. So greed, greed, greed. Greed is a cousin to selfishness. So what is greed? Greed is an intense and selfish desire for more, especially for wealth, possession, power beyond what is needed or deserved. So all of these things in of itself is not they're not bad. Having possession, hey, who don't want good things? We all want good things, but wanting just more and more and more and would do anything to get that, and it leads you into the danger zone. So greed is not just about possession, it's a disordered love. It reveals a heart that is unsatisfied with God and tries to fill that void with more. Just wanting more, more money, more possession, more of everything. You just want it for yourself. And the danger of greed. Greed can be very dangerous if we're not careful. So some of the danger of greed we have, it distorts our priority. Greed, greed, puts money, things, power, possession, and other stuff over God. If you have all those things now, you don't want to look to the Lord. You think you have arrived and you got it going on. So that's the danger because we all need the Lord. And then it destroys relationship. It breeds envy, competition, exploitation. Now if you want more, you try to compete, try to exploit people to get more. And it dulls our spiritual sensitivity. Greedy heart grows cold to the needs of others and the voice of God. So if you just want more for yourself, just being selfish, you just want everything, just to hoard everything, you don't want to share, you don't care about other people because you just focusing on what you want for you. That is very dangerous. And how does grief manifest? So if you see yourself, or if we see ourselves, me included, hoarding more than what we need, there's so much. Let's say, for example, for women, there's so much shoes and bags and trips and all the stuff you can take. There's so much you can take. You'll get tired. Just hoarding just for yourself. Be able to share and refusing to give or share. Yes, you just want everything for yourself. You don't want to share. You don't want to give. And I pray all the time. I say, Lord, bless me so I can be blessing to other people, because sharing and giving, it just makes you feel better. It's a different type of feeling than when you receive stuff. So be selfless and be able to help other people and share and give instead of just hoarding everything for yourself. And always craving more. That's dangerous because you want more status, you want more money, more attention, just more of everything. Competing or compromising your integrity. So someone comes to you and say, hey, I will give you this amount of money and I need you to do forge some documents or something that you know that is really not right. But then you hear about that money or whether it's some status or some position or whatever they're trying to give you, you knowing that what they're asking you is wrong, you compromise your integrity and go ahead and do that. That is not good at all. And then using people to get things is rather than using things to serve people. You would use anybody to get what you want. Step on people's head to get to the top, you don't care because you're just greedy and you just want everything for yourself. That's how you see yourself manifesting greed. And then we have like God hate greed. Why these I have some reason why God hates greed. It competes with him for worship. Instead of you serving and worshiping God, now your head is big because you have certain position or because you have acquired some position or possessions, or you got this big house or big position and the president of this and all these accolades. Now your head has expanded. You I have arrived. Nobody can tell me anything now. You don't even want to depend on God or hear from God. And it blocks compassion towards others. If you just want everything for yourself, you don't care about anybody. It's about me. What am I getting out of this? It's all about me. I don't care about y'all. And it blinds us to true riches. You just, because not everything we get is from God. If you're not getting things the right way, you're doing the wrong thing, compromising your integrity, stealing, embezzling, or whatever it is, just to get stuff. That's not good riches. So we want a good blessing from the Lord. And it breeds injustice and corruption. Yes, you out here just will do anything to get anything, regardless of what it is. Now you're becoming corrupt, lying, doing whatever it is to get what you need to get. We don't want that. And God entrusts us with time, talents, and treasure, not to hoard, but to manage it for his glory and for the good of all others. Whatsoever we have, whether it's our time, whether it's the talents that we have, or whatever it is, we're supposed to be able to share. We're supposed to be able to impact others, change our environment, do good. That's what we have it for, not just to hoard it for ourselves. I saw a video on the internet and this guy was talking to every tree. The tree doesn't eat its own fruit. We get to eat the fruit from the tree. The tree does not eat the fruit. So that's how we should be. Whatsoever talent or time or possession, whatever it is, we should be able to share with people and not just hoard it for ourselves. So how can we guide ourselves against grief? We got to practice practice gratitude, be thankful for what you have, pursue generosity, be a good steward of what you have, give, serve, whatever you have to do. Trust God provision. If God provided it for you, be able to thank him for that and then be able to share with others. And we got reject comparison. Don't be looking at all, like I talked about, what did I talk about last week? What did I talk about last week? But it was, I forgot. But anyway, just don't compare yourself to what other people have and just wanting more because this person got something. Oh, I want that too. No, don't compare yourself to anybody. Just trust God and wait for your time for him to bless you with what you need. He needs to bless you with. You don't need to go out of your way and do things that you don't need to be doing just to obtain stuff. So yeah. And then greed takes and generosity gives. So greed says, I earned this, it's mine. And generosity said, it's all God's. I'm just a steward. I remember when I got a car and my friends were like, oh girl, this car is nice. And I said, you know what? This is not mine. This is God's car and I'm just borrowing it. I'm just using it. So whatever we get is not even ours because it was God's blessing for the reason why we got it. So whatever you have, be able to share because it's not yours anyway. You're just a steward over that. And greed said, I need more. And generosity said, I have enough to share. Greed says, what's in it for me? And generosity says, how can I bless or help others? So we want to be more on the generosity side instead of being greedy and just exploiting people and stuff just for possession or things. And I have this Liberian folklore story to tell about a turtle and some birds. So there were some birds, beautiful birds. They were talking about, they flew down and they were talking about a party that was going to be held in the sky. And the turtle was there. He's like, man, I would love to go to this party. So he talked to the birds and he said, can y'all give me some of your feathers? So the birds were nice. Every one of them gave Turtle the feathers, and Turtle was looking really good because he had different colors of feathers, and he was feeling himself. So he was able to fly up with the birds, and they went to the party. And when they got to the party, at the entrance, they asked for everybody's name. All the birds gave their names and stuff, and Turtle said, "Oh, my name is everyone." So they sat in there. So when it was time for the food to be served, they brought the food at the table and it said it's for everyone. So the birds were trying to eat and Turtle was like, no, my name is everyone, so this is mine. So everything that they brought at the table, it was for everyone. He just kept eating everything and not sharing with the birds. So the birds got upset. When it was time to leave, they said, listen, everybody decided to take their feathers from him because he can't fly. So he said, well, can y'all please do me this one favor? Go down and tell my wife to put down some mattress, every soft things that she can find. So when I jump down, it will be an easy landing for me. So the bird said, okay. So they went down and told his wife, said, Turtle said, put down all the hard stuff that you have, all the rocks, the iron, everything hard. Just lay it down for him. So Turtle now, he looked down and saw his wife putting some stuff down. He couldn't see what she was actually putting. He just thought she was putting some soft items down. So he jumped down and then he fell on his back and on the hard rock and all the hard stuff and got cracks all on his back. So according to the folklore, because of his greed, he fell down and that's why he got all the cracks on his back. So we don't want to be like the turtle. If people help us out to get where we need to be, you can't be greedy and hoard everything. So no being like the turtle. So just wanted to come on here today to just tell us about just being selfless and not selfish and not be too greedy so that we can share in our environment so we become our better self. If we're not greedy, we're our better self so we can impact our environment in a better way. So better you, better world. So just wanted to come on here today and just share with us to be our better self. So this week, if you feel like you're hoarding some stuff just because of greed, challenge yourself to give and spend yourself in ways that you haven't expended yourself before, and see how it makes you feel. Come in the comments, comment, and let's have this conversation in our community. So like, share, comment, and thank you for joining me today, and let us all move forward with becoming our better self so we can impact our environment in a better way. Better you, better world. Thank you for joining me again, and bye-bye. Better you.